between life and death, conjuring spirits from the past and the future. In ancient Ireland, they were called Philly.
Hey everybody, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be talking about what I believe to be the horror movie of the year in 2025. There was a lot of good horror movies that came out in 2025, including House of Eden, Eye for an Eye, Descendant, Bring Her Back, The Surrender, Until Dawn, The Ritual, all of them good, but the one I'm talking about is called Sinners. And when it comes to Sinners, it was an absolute fantastic movie. The movie Sinners was set in the 1930s, and it blends vampire lore with hoodoo and Delta blues music. The music in this movie is absolutely phenomenal. It's almost worth watching it all on its own, because it has some old Irish tunes. It's got some 1930s tunes. It's got lots of good blues music. One of the main characters is supposed to be a famous blues guitarist, and he has an absolute phenomenal voice. It's what makes the smokestack twins actually migrate to him and actually bring him into what they're actually doing. This movie is directed by Ryan Coogler, and I've never heard about him myself, but man, I'm gonna be watching a lot more of his movies because this is insane. It's far surpassed my expectations. I actually watched it twice this year in 2025, and with all those horror movies spewing it one after another, this is the only one I actually watched twice, and it's about the Smokestack twins coming back to 1932 Mississippi Delta, and they're trying to start a new life. In the movie, they drop a whole bunch of hints that they went through the German war trenches together. They went through gang warfare together. They went over to Chicago. And got into a whole bunch of gang violence. I'm not going to tell you with who. It's because I'm trying not to release any spoilers. But they say they hit it big out there, just not in the way everyone thinks. And they come back and they want to basically open up a club, and they open up this club in they buy this barn, and they open up the club inside the barn, and basically they bring their cousin into the fold. He's they call him Preacher Boy because he's the son of a preacher, and at the start of the movie it shows this preacher boy trying to go out and hang out with the Smokestack twins, and his father begging him not to, saying if you knock on the devil's door long enough, pretty soon he's gonna fall. Or no, he says that if you dance with the devil long enough, one day he'll follow you home. And I absolutely love that line, because it's in my 40 years here on Earth, I found that is exceptionally true. So the club that they open up is called the Juke Joint, and when they open it up, everything goes swimmingly. He's got his buddies playing the blues. He's got one of his exes that's actually cooking in the Juke Joint, and he actually had this kid with this ex, but apparently the child died, and it's actually quite sad. You see him walk up to the grave at one point and say, "Hey, Papa's here," and as a dad of two daughters, that really pulled on my heartstrings. Like that really got to me, and I really appreciated the vulnerability of that scene. So this movie, it blends drama with horror quite well, and that's what makes it so fantastic. Not a whole lot of movies can actually blend drama with horror successfully. A lot of them try, and in their attempts, it can actually land pretty corny. But this movie, it doesn't land corny at all. The drama really tugs on your heartstrings, and then once the horror starts happening, people start getting ripped apart. It actually makes the horror and the gore actually get to you a little bit more, because you have been able to attach yourself to these characters in a very personable way. So the main characters, the reason why they're called the Smokestack Twins is one's name is Elijah Smoke and the other is Elias Stack, and it's basically Elijah and Elias Moore, and they're World War I twins, and they use the money they got from Chicago gangsters to build a black-owned haven in their hometown, facing Jim Crow realities. Their new business attracts supernatural vampires, leading to a clash between their community, their music, and these ancient beings. The first half is a period drama about black entrepreneurship, while the second half transforms into a vampire horror film. So you start watching this drama show, and you start getting attached to the characters. It's not a lot, like I keep saying, a lot of the scenes pulling your heartstrings. The death of his baby, and he runs into another ex where the ex stated that she was a young lady, and after they had sex, that he just up and left. She woke up in the morning and he was gone. She believed he can't come back. She waited for him for years. That starts to you really get attached yourself to that, and it uses a whole bunch of different tropes to really pull you into the characters. And when the main characters, the Smokestack Twins, are talking to each other, you can truly feel their bond. You can believe that they are actual brothers and that they love each other. And like it's absolutely phenomenal, and it even goes over racism because when they buy the barn. They actually buy it from a white man, and when they buy it from a white man, they give him a bag full of money, and they say, "This is the last cent you're gonna get from us, and we don't want to see you on our yard anymore. And if we see one of your clan members come across our property line, we're gonna kill him." And then the white guy looks at him, laughs, and says, "Clan don't exist anymore." And actually, at the very end of the movie, you actually see it when, after the vampires have torn the place apart, you see the clan members walk up to the barn. I'm not going to say what happens after that, but I'll just kind of leave you there. But yeah, it definitely goes over systemic racism, and as the vampires act as metaphors for historical trauma and oppression and white supremacy in the South. That's one thing I did notice, is this movie did use the vampires as kind of a metaphor and symbolism of the historical trauma that the blacks have went through. And the film, it definitely goes over black culture, and it makes you appreciate it a lot more. It goes over music and blues and the history of it, and how faith and spiritual traditions like hoodoo offer resistance and transcendence against evil. And this movie is most definitely a religion versus faith kind of thing. It questions traditional Christianity versus authentic community rooted faith, showing how religious dogma can be a tool for control, but how genuine spiritual connection offers more power. So, in essence, with this movie, it most definitely uses supernatural horror to delve into the struggles and the resilience of black life in the 1930s. It uses that as a questioning faith, freedom, and enduring nature and of sin and salvation. I would most definitely recommend, if you haven't already seen this movie, to 100% go to just watch it. You can see it on Crave, and Crave, it's not very expensive at all. In fact, if you go on Instagram, you can find a Crave promotion for like $3 a month or something like that. But 100% go out and watch this movie. But yeah, that's basically what I wanted to talk to you all about today. So the movie Sinners, I do believe it's the horror movie of the year in 2025. I'm really looking forward to the new horror movies that are coming out this year. That a lot of them look like bangers. And yeah, just hit like, subscribe, and comment on the video. Let me know what you thought about Sinners if you have watched it. If you haven't watched it, let me know some of your concerns about it and what's preventing you to watch it, and I'll definitely answer those, and I'll respond to every single comment. And thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.